Update on this 206 that I bought. Got it through the MOT fine, so it's got a 12-month ticket on it, but I'm having a problem where the car's basically just lost all power at all. So basically I was driving it the other day to work and everything just cut out after I press the AC button. The car will crank, it will try and turn over, but there's nothing literally at all on the dash. So I want to show you some of the weird things that it's actually doing. Basically, if I open and close the door and then try putting the key into the ignition, I get like, sort of like a clicking from a relay if I turn it onto the first notch. And more times than not, if I then turn the key back to its initial position, I get the odometer back like this, and sometimes the clocks will kick back in. But it's doing something very, very weird. If I put the lights on, which I'll show you now, and you'll be able to hear this beeping that it's making. Hear that? So we're getting a beeping sound, and that's with the side lights on. Getting this light which is flashing on the dash here. If I press that, basically it'll cut all the electrics off. If I if I try to do anything else, like turn the car over, again it'll kill the dash out, the odometer will go and everything like that. So I cannot start this car, I cannot do anything with it, I cannot move it. So if we go outside here and just have a little look, just at the front of the car, the only other thing that it seems to be doing is, you see this sort of flashing there? So I don't know whether this is a bad earth or whether something's gone wrong on the control side of things in the engine bay here. So we're going to have a little investigate. It's a bit gutting really, because I've already spent a shed ton of money on this car and it's moving towards being it's a £2,000 resto project this, which I didn't really want to spend that on a 206, and certainly not after I sold my very reliable diesel 205. So I've got a raging cold at the minute as well. So if I have a look at the dash here, sometimes I get the CD player come back as well, which I found was awfully odd. You can sort of hear it trying to see whether there's a disc in the drive. And if I pull a couple of fuses from the bottom of the control unit, I seem to get varying results, so it is very, very weird. Let's have a little gander at the engine bay. So having a little look around here, it's sort of been a couple of weeks now by this point. I just really want to sort of see what's going on. So the ECU obviously is loosely put in here at the minute because we had to check the connectors on that just to see whether that was a problem, but we're not going to rule this out. They could very well have blown the ECU. I'm not sure whether the water's come over the top of the turret here and gone straight onto the ECU, and if it has, then that's scuppered. All the connectors look alright here. I don't think that would cause any electrical issues, if I'm being honest. But moving further along to this side, I bought a replacement fuse box, so I'm going to give this a try and just see whether this might be the issue. So this is the replacement I got on eBay. It only cost 25 quid, so it's worth a shot. And I'm going to try and fit that in there. It's got fuses in there, and see whether the results may vary at the very least. So just see what we're up against. See, I took the fuse cover off there. It wasn't actually just missing. You see these connectors here. I've matched these numbers out, like the Siemens numbers there. They all match up to this new one. You've got to make sure you do that with these diesels. You've got an earthing point there. These connectors, they pull out from the bottom, so you can pull these out, and you take these two out as well, sort of clipped in there, and then you've got, I think, one underneath. Right, okay, so I fit the fuse box, and it actually turns out that it's not the fuse box that's the problem, so we ruled that one out. So the only other thing that I could think it could be, I've killed all power to the car now, so I think it could be this, which is, I think, the BSI unit. Now, there's a place that can repair these for about 135 quid. So if it's not the fuse box, and if it turns out that it's not this, then it's going to be the ECU, I think. But this is worth a try, because, it's they either repair it or return it and refund you. So it's got to be worth a try. Give it a shot, see what happens. But as you can see, there's a cluster of wires here and connectors, so that's to remove all of that. It's going to be well fun trying to get all that plugged back in again once it comes back. But such is the way with this car. It seems to be a bit of a trial. It's getting on my wick a little bit, but we'll press on and keep going and see whether we can repair this car and get this repaired. Right, see you next time. Bye bye.